some of the implications of the changes are massive, and so the problem has to be thoroughly understood, and obviously based on the best facts available. So that alone requires a certain rigor or a certain discipline in terms of thinking through the problem. And because we're a network, there are so many groups that are involved. It has to be, a project just has to be structured very carefully.
Several departments rather than...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So one of my favorite all-time examples is the question of changing from our open seating policy to assigned seats. So I don't know if you all have talked about that.
Just a little bit with Jordan, who said it was big challenge.
So everyone and Bob led that project, and he did a phenomenal job. A lot of people have had the idea over the years to change to assigned seats, but it was very casual, and it was a shallow undertaking. And so we decided once and for all that we were going to commit the right resources. And it had to pass just a couple of fundamental tests for me. Customers had to want it. It needed to be revenue positive for us, and it needed to be at least cost neutral. If it could pass those three tests, then I think it warranted making the change to that. And our marketing department at the time was pushing very hard to go to assigned seats, but not based on any real scientific evidence other than just casual complaints that we were getting from customers who chose to complain about it. When we did the research, 2 to 1, our customers told us, we like the open seating.
Once people get used to the idea of...
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
I guess.
Wow.
2 to 1. We spent all kinds of money, spent all kinds of time, asked all these customers. I'll never forget when we announced, the day we announced the decision that we were going to stay, because it was all playing out in the public, and we're such an iconic brand in America.
Sure.
There was just a lot of interest in us changing our open seating policy.
Yeah.
So we announced it, and that day USA Today did an online poll, and guess what the online poll said? 2 to 1, they prefer the open seating. So I said, gosh, we should have just done this online ourselves and saved us all this time and money. But the point was real simple. Senior leaders at Southwest were convinced that customers wanted assigned seats, and in fact, they were wrong. And then in the end, because of that, you couldn't find a path to more money with assigned seating. And then we did enough testing to know that it would slow down the boarding process and actually cost us money. So it failed on every front, and very, very well done. But we had a small army of people working on the effort. It was all very well organized. We did allocate budget. It's something that you can't assign seats in one city and not in another. So it was either we were all in on it or we weren't going to do it. And in the end, we shared all this information with all 35,000 employees. They all understood it. They all agreed with it. Everybody's very, very supportive of our open seating policy.